YouTube, my name is Louden and welcome to my very first YouTube video of me reading a book. For today I chose to start with The Squirrels Who Squabbled, and it's written by Rachel Bride and illustrated by Jim Field. That means that he's the one that drew the pictures. And as you can see, these squirrels don't seem too happy about themselves right now, so let's see what that is all about. And there's a really nice extra thing about this book, which is that it's a rhyming book. So if you put your listening ears on, you might hear some really nice rhyming words in here. Alrighty, let's go. In a towering forest, where summer had been, the cool air bit fresh, and the mosses grew green. And as autumn edged in and the sky raged red, the sleepiest creatures got ready for bed. While up in a tree swung a flighty young squirrel, who everyone knew as Spontaneous Cyril. It seems as if Cyril is having a really good time over here. Now most foresty folk had seen to their needs for the plentiful months of mushrooms and seeds. They'd build up their stores so they'd all be well fed through the frosting of winter that glittered ahead. Look at all these bunnies over here. They're all working together. They're working really hard, and there's a really big family of mice here that carry one big mushroom all together. So they're all really working together to get all the food for the winter. But Cyril, he lived in the now and in the here. He'd adventured and partied his way through the year. Look, here he's having a good time with a raccoon and an owl. So his cupboard was empty, his hollow was bare. He hadn't a mouthful of food anywhere. Well, that doesn't seem that he's having a good time here, does it? But wait, what was that? Over there, take a look. A single lone pine cone wedged in a nook. He squealed with delight, and for very good reason, for inside were the very last nuts of the season. Wow, look at that. And Cyril's over there, and he even sees it all the way up there. But Cyril wasn't alone. There were more hungry eyes. Yes, Planahead Bruce had his sights on the prize. So Cyril is over here, and Planahead Bruce is here, and here's the very last pine cone. So let's see what's gonna happen next. Though he'd gathered a mountain of bounty hard fought, Bruce was convinced he was one pine cone short. I simply must have it, he wistfully cried, as he dreamt of the fresh, juicy pine nuts inside. I don't know, but I don't think Planahead Bruce really needs that last pine cone, because he already has an entire mountain of food, while Cyril doesn't have anything to eat. So I think it's nicer if they can share this last pine cone, maybe. So as Cyril set off on his way to the ground, Bruce, he was also last pine cone bound. They sprinted and scurried with no time to gamble. They scratched on the bark in their scampering scrambles. But their panic and haste shook the tips of the spruce, and the pine cone, it trembled, and then it came loose. Uh-oh. Now no one can have it. Both squirrels gave chase at a lightning pace. This was the start of a wild, nutty race. It's mine, shouted Cyril. No, mine, hollered Bruce. You don't stand a chance. Give up. It's no use. I'm hungry, cried Cyril. This cone is not yours. Stay back, shouted Bruce. This cone's for my stores. It boinged over bushes and flew through the air. It binged on the nose of a slumbering bear. Oh my, he is not gonna be happy when he wakes up. It bounced over boulders, then came to a stop, then teetered and wobbled and quivered and plop. Both squirrels followed. Oh, the water was fast. Would they learn that they needed each other at last? But each was intent on how he could win, so they didn't quite notice a bird sweeping in. Uh-oh. Let's see if they're gonna get it in time. Cyril and Bruce, they watched in dismay as their cone disappeared. Up, 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 and away. "Come back!" shouted Cyril. "They're our nuts!" exclaimed Bruce. But all hope was gone. It was simply no use. And meanwhile they drifted right up to the ledge. Greed, it was driving them over the edge. They're even passing some fishes here. Cyril and Bruce, they had taken a fall. They were paying the price for wanting it all. They'd squandered their chances to team up and share. Would their nutty young hopes simply end in despair? Bruised and bedraggled, they swept past dry land. Cyril grabbed a branch with a trembling hand. Catching Bruce with the other, he heaved and he huffed, and dragged him to safety with panting and puffs. They stared at the sky, quite lost in deep thought, until Bruce looked at Cyril and let out a snort. "How silly we are," he proclaimed, all a jiggle. "How greedy I've been," spluttered Bruce with a giggle. "We shall change from today. May the squabbling cease. We should celebrate seeing we're both in one piece." So they could actually laugh about it all, how silly they've been. From that day and forth, they made a great pair. They would gather together and found they could share. Yes, Cyril and Bruce, they knew in the end the best thing to share is a laugh with your friend. Wow, that's the end of the book. It's a really nice book, and I think especially in the situation we're all in right now, I think it's really good to remember that we can actually share things and actually spend time with each other and make each other happy instead of wanting it all for ourselves. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you're gonna come back to this channel and read some more books with us.